Made up of 10 volcanic islands, Cabo Verde lies 570 kilometers off the coast of northwest Africa. And along with an abundance of wildlife, both on land and at sea, around 500,000 people call the islands home. As with many small coastal countries, Cabo Verde's local fishing vessels are finding less and less to catch as foreign industrial fishing vessels move into their waters. Along with this, the land and marine ecosystems are under attack from pollution and marine debris caused by these large-scale fishing fleets. Local NGO Biosfera works tirelessly to protect the unique and precious nature surrounding the islands. Led by Tommy Mello, this small team has been operating since 2006. In 2014, Sea Shepherd began assisting Biosfera in their work, and in March of 2019, the Bob Barker and her crew returned to the islands to assist in the protection of Santa Lucia, an island located within a marine protected area. Along with over 20 volunteers from Biosfera, the crew of the Bob Barker would assist in a large-scale beach cleanup on the northern beach of Santa Lucia, which is one of the world's most important nesting areas for the loggerhead sea turtle. The loggerhead sea turtle is listed by the International Union for Conservation of Nature as vulnerable, one step away from endangered, with a decreasing population due to poaching and fishing gear entanglement. Between September and December of 2018, Biosfera logged 5,500 sea turtle nests in Santa Lucia, making the protected island one of the world's largest nesting areas for loggerhead sea turtles. Cabo Verde is the third largest egg-laying site in the world.
So we're here in Cabo Verde. We're underway from Mindelo going to Santa Lucia to do a beach cleanup with Biosfera, a local NGO that we've been working with for the past 3 years. So Santa Lucia is a very important turtle nesting ground. There's several types of turtles that nest on there. They start nesting in June, and this beach, because of the way it faces into the currents, catches a lot of discarded fishing gear, a lot of plastics, and it makes it impossible for the turtles to nest on the beach. So every year, these guys go out and clean the beach up before the turtles come and haul all the garbage away. They have one of our old vessels, the Jairo Moro Sandoval, which some of them are on board, and there's about 22 of them on our ship. So when we get to Santa Lucia, we're going to launch the 2 small boats and shuttle people ashore, where they'll spend the next 4 days cleaning up all the debris that gathers on the turtle nesting beach on Santa Lucia and bringing it back to the Bob Barker so we can dispose of it properly.
You are here in Santa Lucia Marine Reserve in Cape Verde. It's the huge marine reserve in Cape Verde. We are here with 25 to 30 volunteers. What we try to do is to clean this beach. This beach can take at least 3,000 nests of sea turtles every year. This is why since 2010, Biosfera have to make this clean campaign every year because every year we have the same amount of trash coming from the sea. The most part of them are nets. That is really, really dangerous for the marine life. It's a death trap for the small turtles. For the little one, when they come out, it's absolutely impossible to come up this. They become trapped on this and they die.
What are we dealing with? Well, we're dealing with a lot more rubbish than what we were actually expecting. Like, this is mainly fishing gear and like industrial rubbish and industrial litter, and just the amount of fishing gear on the beach is just staggering. And it's all just like, this is trawling gear from industrial trawlers, like it's like 1 meter to 10 meter pieces. Yeah, like it's just the thought of all these little turtles getting stuck on the nets is absolutely horrifying.
It's sad to be in a place like this where there is nobody living here. So this isn't trash that's generated on this island. This is trash that comes from somewhere else to this island that is only inhabited by birds and little lizards, and that's it, you know. And the turtles come here to nest. They're trapped in all this trash and they die, and it's all because you know, people don't want to replace their fishing nets more often, and people want to have cheap seafood. That we've just made a conscious decision that the economics of the thing is more important than the environment, and it's just not the case. Once everything dies from this, it doesn't matter how much money we have. Originally, when we met Tommy, he was running back and forth in a little inflatable dinghy, and you can see today, well, on the beach, there's 50 or 60 people here cleaning up rubbish, you know, and even that is not enough people. And so to do that with a rubber dinghy is impossible. We had the Hyro Mora Sandoval as a boat. We were happy to give it to Biosphere. We've been funding the fuel for the boat and training for the captains. So it's something that we really could use extra donations for to help this cause, help Biosphere do this cleanup every year. Without cleaning up this beach, it's just a death trap for the turtles. You know, the mother turtles are going to come to the same place every year, no matter what it looks like. So if this looks like this on the beach, they're going to come up and try and dig. They're going to become entangled and exhausted, and they're going to die on this beach. And if they manage somehow to lay the eggs and get back to sea, the babies are going to die on this beach. So by keeping the beach clean, it's critical. We can't just leave the beach, because there'll be the end of the turtles here, and this is a very important nesting ground for several species of turtles.
Biosphere started doing this since 2010, and unfortunately I can't say that in every year I see the amounts of trash less. No, it's almost the same or worse. It's not our trash, so this is the pollution for fisheries all around the North Atlantic. I don't know how we can make a solution for that, but we will keep working until the day we have a solution, because the turtles just come on shore every year.
Following 4 days of cleaning, Biosphere and Sea Shepherd were able to remove over 4 tons of plastic waste from Santa Lucia. The plastic waste was removed from the island and taken aboard the Bob Barker in order to be properly disposed of back on land at the port of Mindelo.
On the beach yesterday, I would say it was 80 to 90% of the trash that was on the beach was fishing gear. And one of the problems, of course, is it's illegal for a boat to discharge plastic into the sea. That was in fact the first part of the Marine Pollution Act that they made, the MARPOL regulations. The first thing was that you can't throw plastic in the sea. And you have to have this exemption basically for fishing vessels to throw plastic in the sea as part of their job. And then if it breaks loose from the vessel, nobody can be held responsible for that plastic. And it's really not fair to expect NGOs like Biosphere, Sea Shepherd to bear the cost of cleaning up this fishing gear when the fishing companies are making huge profits off the fishing. After coming to Cabo Verde and meeting the people and seeing what's going on here and seeing how hard they work with the limited resources they have, it's really imperative that they have organizations like Sea Shepherd to help and lend a hand, because they definitely have the will and the hard work and the know-how and what the problems are, but to be able to get the money and fundraise off of that is a difficult thing. It's put upon us as people that care about the oceans and care about the world to come and help in this situation. The oceans are all connected. There's no Cabo Verdean ocean. It's the Atlantic Ocean, which flows into the Southern Ocean, which flows into the Pacific and the Indian. They're all, you can drive a ship from one to the other. They're not like walls in between them. So anything that happens in one affects the other ones. And so we always have to take care of all the oceans. I can see even in the time that I've been with Sea Shepherd, which was only since 2011, that there's been a big drop at sea of seabirds, of dolphins, of all the rest of it. And it really, the oceans are dying, and we need to do something about it right now. It's not something we can put off down the road.